The Los Angeles Lakers have two bona fide All-Stars on their roster entering the 2025-26 season in LeBron James and Luka Doncic. When it comes to a third star around those two, though, things are less certain. While effective, Austin Reeves isn't on the same level as his superstar teammates. No one will debate that fact. With that being the case, it isn't overly surprising to hear that Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office could have their eye on a veteran, former All-Star, who on paper would fit perfectly next to Doncic and James. Lakers reportedly eyeing Jrue Holiday after Marcus Smart signing. There is a lot to unpack here concerning just how interested Los Angeles is in Jrue Holiday. The same can be said about the level of talks that may or may not have taken place. Having said all of that, Grant Afseth of FastBreakJournal.com is reporting that the former Boston Celtics star and current Portland Trail Blazers guard is a potential trade target of the Lakers. Multiple sources recently told FastBreakJournal.com that Holiday is a name to monitor, particularly as a potential target for the Los Angeles Lakers, Afseth wrote. That's not to say active conversations are taking place, but his name continues to surface in NBA circles as the team evaluates options to add more talent around LeBron James and Luka Doncic. Other teams are monitoring the situation, though the Lakers are widely viewed as one of the most natural fits if Portland explores a deal. Holiday was dealt to the Trail Blazers ahead of the 2025 NBA draft in a cost-cutting measure by the Celtics and was reportedly unhappy with Portland being his destination, despite his prior time with the franchise. Since then, the Blazers have signed injured All-Star guard Damian Lillard to a 3-year deal, which only makes the backcourt even more crowded. Since Lillard is in the fold, along with Shaedon Sharpe and Scoot Henderson still on the roster, Holiday could find himself fighting for minutes sooner rather than later. This is why a trade cannot be ruled out. Whatever the plan in Portland is certainly involves a lot of guards at this moment. Lillard is there for the long haul, and unless the franchise is ready to move off of Henderson or Sharpe, then Holiday would be the most likely trade candidate. The Lakers have plenty of players on expiring deals that could be combined to make a trade for Holiday work under the league's CBA. Whether they can actually get that done is another question altogether. The Los Angeles Lakers have been busy making moves the last couple of weeks, including signing both Marcus Smart and DeAndre Ayton off the buyout market. The moves occurred in the wake of LeBron James choosing to opt into his player option despite his agent Rich Paul making some cryptic statements hinting at a potential desire for his client to get out of Los Angeles. Recently, an anonymous Lakers exec hit back at the notion that player option stipulations in contracts give NBA players an exorbitant amount of power. Whenever you sign a player to a deal with an option, you willingly give them the control to initially guide the situation. But this notion that a player option gives the player all of the power is pretty silly, said the executive, per Keith Smith of Spotrac. If they opt out, the team is then a partner in re-signing them or not. If they opt in, then the team is a partner in whatever happens next too. For LeBron, he had a player option and made his decision to opt in. We're just happy that he's still a Laker. A strange summer for the Lakers. The Lakers have made it abundantly clear that their number one priority moving forward is building a championship contender around Luka Doncic, who they acquired at last year's deadline in the most shocking trade in NBA history. This shift in focus has apparently left LeBron James feeling alienated, at least according to Paul's comments, which made it all the more confusing when James opted into his player option with the Lakers instead of looking for greener pastures. James' massive contract makes him an exceedingly difficult player to trade, so it appears he will indeed be staying with the Lakers for the 2025-26 season, which could be his last in the NBA as he approaches 41 years of age. While he's still an elite player, the Lakers are a bit hamstrung in their ability to adequately restructure the roster around Doncic, due in large part to the money they owe James, forcing them to make smaller moves like the Smart and Ayton acquisitions. It remains to be seen whether those signings will be enough to get the Lakers into contention status in the West. Jared Vanderbilt's time with the Los Angeles Lakers has been largely defined by injuries. The defensive-minded forward is looking to make that sentiment a thing of the past. In the same report where Mark Stein created excitement for Lakers fans around the diligent work of Marcus Smart to get to his best playing shape since his days with the Boston Celtics, the NBA insider noted the new signing is not the only one working hard on their body. Vanderbilt is too. Stein wrote, I'm also hearing Jared Vanderbilt is healthier now than he was at any point last season, which will naturally spark hope that the versatile forward seems like an off-season addition himself when training camp opens in late September. For a Lakers team that was crying out for depth amid their premature exit from the 2025 NBA playoffs, this development is sure to create excitement. Having the best version of Vanderbilt would go a long way to filling a much-needed role on the roster for the 2025-26 NBA season. Vanderbilt's defensive presence would be a massive gift for Lakers. Vanderbilt joined the Lakers during the 2022-23 season as a part of the trade that freed the team from the disappointing Russell Westbrook experiment. The 26-year-old actually remains as the sole survivor of that deal who still resides in Los Angeles. D'Angelo Russell was sent packing in the trade that brought Dorian Finney-Smith to the Lakers. Malik Beasley was never re-signed after his initial stint with the team, joining the Milwaukee Bucks in the 2023 free agency period. Vanderbilt's early sample size with the Lakers was impressive enough to earn him a contract extension with the Lakers pretty quickly. His emergence as a defensive stopper in their rotation secured a 4-year, $48 million deal to stay with Los Angeles for the long haul. Since then, that contract has been the subject of countless numbers of mock trades done by Lakers fans. Vanderbilt's inability to stay on the court quickly soured the reason for optimism that was offered during the Lakers' run to the Western Conference Finals in 2023. Jared Vanderbilt's career perimeter isolation defense grades. 2019, DNP enough. 2020, DNP enough. 2021, A. 2022, A. 2023, A. 2024, A+. B-Ball Index at the _B-Ball_ Index, August 8, 2024. His averages of 4.6 points, 3.2 rebounds, 0.8 blocks, and 0.7 steals per game from the 2023 NBA playoffs do not pop off the page. However, his ability to take on tough defensive assignments did. The Lakers could really use that version of Vanderbilt in 2025-26. Even after adding Smart, who should boost the team defense, JJ Redick's unit still needs more on that end. There are certain matchups which a healthy Vanderbilt would be much better suited due to his size and length. A healthy version of the versatile forward would allow some range in those defensive assignments too. Vanderbilt will never be the player who makes a sizable contribution on the offensive end. However, at his best, the defense can be something that Los Angeles would greatly desire in the upcoming campaign.